Let's make sure. Says we're good. No. Go to dashboard. Go to dashboard. Don't need other people's stream volumes picking up on mine. Okay, says we're live. And do we have audio? And we do have audio. Sweet. So now it's just a matter of waiting for people to come on in. Wonder, does that news post? Is there a news post with there? They might be waiting until the actual day rollover, so it might not be until like 11 at least. Oop, wrong button. Nope, nothing really new. Oh, I got 3 friend requests though. Should probably take care of these. Level 91. I've got Gramps. Otherwise, don't have much, so I'll help them out. Sure, I'm always willing to help people out. Then this one, Talion, doesn't have too bad of a setup. Yeah, not too bad. Sure. I'll accept Talion as well. And then Zerial. Fairly new, it looks like at least, but they have a meme master memelin, so granted, he only is level 1 in his skills, but they might need help, and I'm all about that help. I should actually probably take care of the Discord side of things too real quick. So we'll just turn off that. Open the Discord door. And let's see. Not streamer mode. I know I turned this off originally. No. Game activity. No game detected. What are you playing? Okay. So it won't detect it anyways. That's fine. So it won't detect it even if I did streamer mode. Well, that's useful. Okay. Well, it does say streamer mode is enabled. So that just pretty much makes sure everything is quiet when I start to stream. I'll make sure that there's nothing else. Nothing. Doesn't look like it. Indeed, I am. Alright, there we go. And we'll return on display capture. And we'll just hang out for another 2 minutes or so. Might as well do the friend point summoning while I'm waiting. It's free after all. Gramps. Why did I only get one of you? Poor Gramps. Only one of them came home to my Chaldea. Granted, you know, better one than none at the very least. Just let this spin go while we wait for the peoples. Also, let's update our information real quick to make sure that we are streaming under the Fate Grand Order channel, because that'd be kind of silly if we weren't. You know, knowing my luck, one of these days the start of stream friend point spins is gonna pop out an angry mango. Knowing my luck. Some people are starting to filter in. Just doing the free friend point spins while I'm waiting for people to show. I have not main freak. Not yet. Haven't done any of the master missions actually. Heyo, Phoenix. But yeah, haven't done. Thanks for coming in, guys. Haven't done any of the master mission. No, I cannot say that. I've done the master mission where you have to kill 30 enemies, I think is the count. And that's mainly because, you know, I've been farming QP for the past while, so I kind of didn't have an option but to do those. I might end up doing the master missions, though. Nope, don't sell the foes. I might end up doing the master missions intermittent times. I can finish all of them in the Archer dailies? Huh. Well, that's interesting. I may end up doing that then, just because of how easy that would be. Is it different levels of the Archer dailies? Oh, who did you get, Phoenix? Guess who you got the other day? You already told me that you pulled a Gramps, so I'm gonna guess... Is there any other banners up right now? No. Oh, you got Maeve. Nice. Maeve is not a bad 5-star, from what I understand. And, you know, she has that character. But, let me check the game press here. The 40 AP one, currently 20. Oh, I can get it all done in that one? That's convenient, main freak. That is quite convenient, indubitably. Kind of want to see what can drop from that. Yeah, you said the name right, Phoenix. The spelling is weird, but I think it's like Gaelic pronunciation or something like that. I cannot remember. I always got tripped up, like, why do people call her Maeve? The letters don't spell that out. Doesn't make sense. But no, it's apparently Maeve. Gaelic or something like that. Archer training grounds. What do you drop, Archer? Let's see. The 40s can drop Proof of Heroes. Has high drop chance of these gems of archers and those pieces. Ooh, has horseshoe drops. I do need some horseshoes, admittedly. Oh, you're wrong, you got Medea? Ah, Medea's still pretty good. Good for clearing the buffs off of those enemies. But, Maeve is indeed pronounced something like Maeve. It's Celtic. Ah, Celtic, not Gaelic. Okay. Good to know. Very good to know. Medea and Medusa in the last few days. Well, if you keep up with that luck, Phoenix, then before long you'll have all of the original Fate Stay casts. So expect Herc, Archer, and Saber before too long. But I've waited a few minutes, so you know, if I can indeed get all the master missions done from... Oh, this is Lancer. Oh man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that, considering it's Lancer training grounds, not Archer anymore. Sadness. A tear is falling down my face right now. A single tear is dropping down my face. Because it's no longer Archer dailies. So I can't do it. I just can't. Sadness. Oh, you reached Camelot, Phoenix? Nice. Camelot is gonna be a tough ride. Oh, Camelot's gonna be a tough ride. I still have some occasional nightmares of the Lion King cutting me off just before maintenance cutting me off just as I beat the Lion King. It's traumatizing. Pure trauma. Curse you, Lion. No, curse you, maintenance. I could have done it all in one night if it weren't for you robbing me of my initial victory over the Lion King. It's sadness. But I've come far since then. I've come far. You beat in the first couple, Phoenix? Nice. Most annoying fight in Babylonian was Mordred for you? Mordred actually wasn't too bad for me. For me, I would have to say it was definitely Gawain that gave me some trouble. He's the only one that I really had to, well, I mean, I think I used command spells / quartz on the last few nodes of the Lion King just because I was trying to rush it down in record speeds, but, yeah. Mordred wasn't too tough. I actually have a fair few stunny servants that I was able to... Let's see here. I had Vlad for the drain, which kept one turn off. Tamamo's stun actually procced it, and then I had the Mystic Code for stun. So I had 4 turns with which before I had to actually deal with Mordred's NP spamming. So I got lucky there. Gawain was easy for you because you used double Uriel cheese. Yeah, I've heard that Uriel could cheese Gawain quite easily. Unfortunately for me, even now, my only capable archer is Chloe. Which, mind you, Chloe was the crit queen of Camelot for me. So I cannot say that she was not useful. But no, I mean, I'll even go to my servant real quick just to show them off. Because, you know, I mean, they're nice. But, yeah. If I, actually, not by bond level, but probably by just straight level would be a better idea of what to get. I mean, I've got some servants that are maximum leveled, but then there's all the level 1 servants that I have because I can't be bothered, / you know, other reasons. Oh, I want to change that back to bond level. So I like seeing my higher bond servants. And Gramps will be up there. He will. You had to use a few Saint Quartz for a few parts of different missions. That's because you don't want to start the same level being so close. That is... I mean, nothing wrong with that, Phoenix. Nothing wrong with that. I will admit, I have done that a few times myself. If you don't have the command spells, you're so close to finishing this dang level that you need to beat it. Saint Quartz be damned. Plus, you know, you tend to get a return investment on the Saint Quartz from actually completing the missions. So, you know, it's not bad to use it. But what's not to love about Gramps? Let's be honest. What's not to love? Also, Stella suicides are at an all-time high on the stream. As I thirst for the Saint Quartz. Uriel is actually insanely good against Gawain despite being a 3-star, especially after her rank up. Bonus damage against males, charm skill, and an MP drain. Huh. That's... I mean, to be completely honest, I hadn't... When did I actually get my first Uriel? I think that I only had an even if before Camelot, I think I only had just gotten Uriel in the first place. And it was like, I think it was actually like a week before Camelot dropped that I finally got my first Uriel. So it was like, I had heard she would be quite useful for Camelot, but it's like, I really don't want to have to spend the time and investment into getting her up there when, you know, I might be able to take on Camelot with other means, you know? So, I know that she's gonna be good for later things as well, and she's on my list of servants that I will probably put some focus on in time. Yep, you use like 2 Saint Quartz, then beat the level and you get 1 back, so basically only use 1. Yeah, best way to think of it, pretty much, Phoenix. That is the best way to think of it. Plus, I mean, it's not like Saint Quartz are a finite resource. You can get, at the very least, what is it? 2 per week from the master missions. And, you also get, I want to say, 4 a week from login bonuses or so. Yeah, I want to say like 2 from master missions and 4 from just straight up logging in. So, you know, excuse me. So, you know, Saint Quartz aren't finite. Fun fact, Uriel MP levels are pretty useless. They only increase the charm chance. Oh, well, you know, the more you know. And you're sad to see the level 1 hands? Yeah, to be completely honest, outside of farming, and actually even before farming, I never really used support servants for support. I mainly used them because they were strong servants. Outside of Mainland and Waver, in actuality, heck, what am I saying in actuality? Before I started streaming, I don't think I even had a friend with a Waver on it. A friend with a Waver in their list, I think. So I didn't really have support access, and you know, I kind of got used to playing without them, and so I never really leveled my own up, because it's more like, I need this powerful servant strong now! But, yeah, I know, some people say that Hands is a budget memeling, and I know it's probably true, but I got a lot of servants that need leveling up before I can focus on Hans. Speaking of which, we are going to grail Gramps here real quick, because that's what I'm farming QP for. So now Gramps has the potential to be level 98. One of the ones you found useless is Da Vinci Phoenix. Yeah, to be completely honest, I could never really figure out how to properly use her myself. I took her along for story purposes, but after that, it's kind of like, you know, I don't really know how to use you, so just back of the line with ya. I don't need ya. Coup Alter? Yeah, I mean, Coup Alter's just a beast in general. If you can get Coup Alter, whew, and you can power him up, man, you can just... Oh, Super Suck. That was decently lucky, actually. That reduces the amount of embers that I'm actually gonna need. Lucky Super Suck. Alright, we're gonna go to 10 then, just in case I get a suck. You just love Hans' playstyle. Hans is more like a Waver. Yeah, I've seen how people use Hans. I understand that he can be, like, very good, but, you know, still, it's just, he's not really my style, I guess would be the best way to put it. And we'll go 6. Just, you know, diminishing returns, attempt to get the super or great sucks to save, embers. Okay, and now we go for 4. And Da Vinci, she is for solo farming memes, but not good. But memes are good, main freak. Memes are good. Without memes, what are we? What are we without our memes? Alright, looks like we're not going to be getting Gramps any cheaper than this. Level 98 Gramps. Ooh. We are a simple 11 mil away from being able to get that last grail in. Just 11 million QP, people. Just 11 million. And I got the apple, so I might as well. Plus, we're very likely to get some more apples before too long. And I mean, I hate farming because, let's face it, I'm never sure the places you should farm. Well, Phoenix, I mean, the best place to farm, pretty much, if you're just going for the level up material, is just the 40 AP Ember Grounds. I don't particularly care what embers I use on my servants. I know that if you match classes, it gives like an increased amount of experience, but it's like, it's the same no matter what. Just feed them the embers and watch them grow. Grow! Memes are good, she's just bad at being a meme. Poor Da Vinci. Bad at being a meme. Poor Da Vinci. Bad being the meme. Yeah, you just use whatever. And nothing wrong with that, Phoenix. Nothing wrong with that. But, I'm imagining that we're probably going to be getting some more apples and probably some free Saint Quartz soon, because I don't know if anybody else has seen it yet, but they have announced the, Fate Grand Order USA road trip thingamajig, which has some really cool art, to be fair. Like, that initial art, I might actually pull that up because it is just, I think it's pretty awesome. It gives me hope that they're going to do us right with this tour thing that they're promising that they're going to be doing. Sadly, I won't be able to make it to any of the things. They're not anywhere near me. But actually, I'm going to, after this node is done... Ooh, 2 golden chest drops here. Yes! You're too impatient to save up for the specific embers, lol. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I just farm the embers because, okay, this servant needs leveling up, so there we go. Alright, but I'm gonna really quickly turn this screen off because I want to get up that bit of artwork in case Phoenix hasn't seen it, and you know, just I like the looks of it. It's good art. So do that. Take it onto another screen. And, whoop, not Discord. We want this, and turn off display capture. And there we go. Here is the artwork that I find quite enjoyable here. Mash is looking adorable. There's Foe down there. Saba not being violent for once. Da Vinci, Jean, Marie with the iconic WhatsApp thing. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's us, technically, and probably Tamamo Cat. But yeah, this is... I hope that they make this into a CE. I really, really do hope they make this into a CE. Because this would be an awesome free CE. Truly awesome. I'm probably going to save the image regardless, though, just because it's pretty cool, in my opinion. Phoenix, you wish the New Year's gift would have been better, like, actual characters? I think that later on this year, we're actually supposed to get a, free 4-star servant of our choice. They've done it once or twice before, I want to say. Once or twice. But it's pretty good to get a free 4-star of your choice. I'm not sure if they allow you access to the limited servants, though. I'm not positive on that one. And yeah, Main Freak, it is quite cute. Mash especially. And Foe with his little sunglasses, too. When I first saw that artwork, I was, what's the best word to describe when I saw that artwork originally? I was elated. Yeah, elated is a good word to use. I was elated when I first saw that artwork because it does mean that they are actually... It does mean that they are actually, like, putting efforts into FGO NA, and that was a main issue for a lot of people, was that NA didn't seem like it was getting the same amount of love as JP was, but the past Thanksgiving, as well as this, it's just lending credence to the fact that they have seen that NA is actually worth putting some effort into, and they're doing cool stuff like this for us, which is awesome. Phoenix, right now I would love to get Gil or Saber for free, lol. Main thing, go get the 4-star pick ticket to all 4 stars except for Passionlip, Fujino, and Summer Servants. Whoa! Triple gold chest drop, nice! It will also be the second Merlin banner. Okay. So, access to all 4 stars except for Summers and 2 others that I don't really know too much about. And a free Gil or Saber. I mean, Phoenix, you could get Cass Gil for free. I remember teasing Red Velvet about that when she was not rolling Cass Gil for the longest time, that if push comes to shove, she can just pick up Cass Gil for free when that comes around. For Saber, though? Ugh. I'm trying to think. Has Saber in any form been a 4-star outside of Saber Lily? Oh, Saber Alter, that's who it is. I wanted to say Saber Alter was a 4-star, but you know, I was like, is she though? Like, I was trying to think, because I haven't actually... Have I actually even used Salter normally? I don't think I have. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've actually used anybody's Salter, so I wasn't really sure. Oh, Lancer Alter's also a 4-star. Interesting. Kind of sad, admittedly, but interesting. And you are so surprised about getting Gramps in one spin? Phoenix, that is a sign of luck. I don't know if you watched my stream or the stream highlights for my Gramps pools, but oh, at the very, very end there, I got such the spook, man. Such the spook. Such the spook near the very end. The penultimate spin gave me the greatest spook of the night. And that's including the 4 SR servants I got in a single 10 spin, which was kind of ridiculous because I didn't really need any of them. Oh, hey, Red Velvet. Saber Alter and Lancer Alter also both have higher damage multiplier and raw attack stats than their 5-star counterparts, funny enough. Huh. I mean, it kind of makes sense, because aren't the Alter versions just, like, powered by the Grail itself or something, rather than a Master, lore-wise, at least? But nice to have you, Red Velvet. And yeah, that spook was just heart-rending. It was like, oh, okay, I'm low on quartz now, time for the singles. Oh, go, rainbow sparks, and then, it's a golden assassin with rainbow sparks, 5-star assassin. Could it be MP2 Gramps? No, screw you, I'm giving you Jack instead. Which, mind you, Jack is not a bad servant. She's just kind of low on my list of, servant priorities, I guess would be the best way to put it. Probably. Yeah. Servant priorities. You figured out how they show up to say you got a servant because the spins are a different light and the light design is a bit different. Yeah, golden lights means that you're guaranteed to get a 4 or 5-star servant. Whereas rainbows means you're guaranteed a 5-star servant, which is very nice. Now I can at least run the true assassin memes. I can. I also have the full daycare trio. I want to say that is their unofficial title, the daycare trio. I think. Because I've got Nursery Rhyme, Santa, John, Ark, Lily, Alter, Lancer. I think I said that probably wrong. And I've now got Jack, so you know, I've got that trio from the latest Christmas event, which is nice. They don't hold back their power, unlike their untainted counterparts for... Ah, okay, that's what it is. I get ya, Red Velvet, I get ya. I wasn't sure entirely, to be honest. I honestly was not entirely sure. I thought it was something to do with them having direct access to the Grail, because I want to say that's what happens in Heaven's Feel. But I wasn't sure. The best feeling are lightning spooks, to be honest. Oh, the lightning spooks, where the card just randomly crackles with golden lightning and turns into a... Yeah, those are nice. Those are admittedly nice, but they can also be heart-rending. I think I had one, maybe two of those in my stream, because I know I got Carmilla and Assassin Emiya in addition in that stream. It was... I want to say at least one of them was a normal assassin card going gold lightning on me. I just can't remember who. You don't think your characters have been used by your friends in days, lol? Yeah, Phoenix. I mean, I'm not sure of your exact support list, but a lot of people, they just tend to stick with what they know. And right now, it's kind of just farming season, pretty much. You farm whatever you're needing. You farm embers, you farm the training grounds more often than not, or you farm the QP like I'm doing, and more often than not, there's dedicated servants for those things, but come the event time, that's when there's more variety in what servants are chosen, because event servants, or not just event servants, but events can tend to have different effects on what servant gives what. Oh, this servant gives +2 to this drop if you have them in your comp, or stuff like that, so you know. That's when you tend to see more variety in what's being used. I had 3 golden lightnings in that one roll. Thank you, Red Velvet. I couldn't remember, because, you know, just thinking of that whole thing, man. It was a great stream, I will be completely honest. It was an awesome stream, and I'm glad that everybody that came out did. But still, a small part of my greedy little heart was hoping that I would get more than one Gramps. But I guess that just means that when his next banner comes along, I'm going to have to make sure I've got some QP saved up for that. Emiya Assassin is a strange servant to use despite his hit count, and such his MP gain is so terrible, but his buster generate more stars than his quick. That does sound odd. I do know that Emiya Assassin also has a targetable taunt or something called Scapegoat, and I only know this because of the memes. Because memes are awesome sometimes. But yeah, I know he has Scapegoat or something like that. Plus, I'm happy about getting Emiya Assassin because, in addition to him, I got actual Emiya in that one, which means I just need to wait for the Fate Zero rerun to happen and get Eerie, and then I have the whole Emiya family reunited again. You love how Gramps can go to 0 HP, then before dying gets 3,000 restored before he fully dies. Gotta love Guts skills, man. Guts is awesome. Guts saves lives, after all. Guts save lives. It's one of the reasons Herc is honestly so popularly used, just because you think you killed me? No! Same thing with Ku. It's why Ku is the, gosh, what do people call Ku? He's like a 5-star kit in a 3-star package or something like that. Just because between his evasion, his, guts, he can pretty much just, like, he can solo bosses. Enough said. He can solo some of the harder bosses just because he is so dang hard to kill. But Gramps does have the biggest guts out of any servant, actually. Yes, Gramps has the biggest guts of any servant, much like Enkidu has the highest self-heal of any servant. Yes, me remembers that now. Me remembers. Right, Velvet, you're gonna try and get Castigill's first skill to 10 tonight. Ooh, that is... Oh. Did I... Oh, that's why they don't have full skills. Sorry, Caesar, but I kind of need somebody with full skills in order to do this properly. That is the C-Star Generation up, I want to say. Am I saying that correct? Yeah, I want to say that's Crit Star Generation up. Or something like that. Yep, that was your Castigill. That was your Castigill. I kind of wish I could use him more easily than I can. But I don't have an arts set up to use him the way I want to use him. Or rather, I'm not really facing anything that is weak to casters. Because if I was facing stuff weak to casters, your Castigill would definitely be on there since, you know, he's actually mildly offensive oriented, unlike some of these on my friends list, unfortunately. But yeah. Invictus Spiritus is straight up cheating. Invictus Spiritus. I'm trying to remember what that is. Oh, is that, that's Nero's thing or something like that? That's just based on the pronunciation. It kind of makes me think Latin, which means probably Roman to some degree. And we were just talking about Nero's guts, so... Actually, yeah, it's Summer in Nero that has a targetable guts skill, doesn't she? Something like that, at least. Invictus Spiritus is Nero's guts. Okay. And you have 13 stingers currently. Ooh, the stinger hell is real, Red Velvet. Stinger hell is real. Man, to be honest, I did not have all the stingers I needed to get, oh, it's the 4-star Nero. Okay, I thought the 5-star Nero had the, targetable guts. But, to be honest, I was not fully ready for Gramps on the day of his summoning. I did not have anywhere near enough stingers because the day beforehand I put, like, let me think. She has perks bond CE effect on her skill. But the day before Gramps dropped, I had been planning on getting the amount of stingers I needed for getting all of Gramps' skills to 10, 10, 10. Because I was like at 100 or so, and I needed 177 or something like that. And I decided I was going to do it then. But then, I had gotten the idea of... Wait a second. Wait, no, it wasn't that. I had planned on putting together the Gramps servant resume that I did, thinking that, you know, I've never done something like this before, but it can't be too hard, can it? And I made sure to find I found Audacity, you know, for the audio altering, and it's like, I'll be able to do this in no time, but, by the time I started it, which was... Sabin, I started at 7 in the evening, and I did not finish until 2 o'clock in the morning putting together that Gramps video. I vastly underestimated how hard that would be to set up. Vastly underestimated. But I'm happy I did it regardless. But that just meant that the day of Gramps dropping, I didn't have enough stingers, and once I got off of work, it's like, okay, I need these stingers, so burn, apples, burn. Apples needed to burn in order to farm that. I think I burned through like a dozen apples to finally get the things that I needed. Thank God it did not take me longer. But I did not get the last stinger until half an hour before Gramps dropped. It was that close. It's okay. I've resigned to the fact that my Gil and especially my Coup Alter will be the only ones used from your supports. I don't think so. You have a Jolter, don't you, Red Velvet? You have Jolter. She'll definitely get some use. Coup Alter's the servant with the biggest damage potential in the game now on JP because of the new Master Suit. I've seen the images for that suit. It's like kimonos or something like that. I know there's probably a proper name for it, but yeah, I don't really play JP mainly because one of the main reasons I like FGO is for the story. And, you know, can't really get the story if I don't get the language that it's being spoken in and, you know, written along on the bottom of my screen. And so it's like, yeah, I could play JP. I hear their startup is really good, but it's like, I kind of want to understand what's being said. Even if it is just running through what I've already experienced, I think it would kind of cut a little bit of something out of the experience for me. Well, the stinger farming hasn't been all that rough so far. Yeah, stinger farming can thankfully be fairly easy if you have good sabers. Sabers can make stinger farming so thankfully easy. Chat's going a little fast. Technically, my side one is a little bigger. Phoenix, you think you found your crush for FGO through Okita Soji? Okita. Oh, Okita. Oh, shoot. That was a bad move. Whoops. Didn't mean to mana burst there. Okita. Oh, Okita. Okita is, like Red Velvet said, Okita is definitely something good. Man, her Final Ascension artwork, I will freely admit, is smoking. In my opinion, at least. In my opinion. I don't know when she's coming back, though, because I have had it in mind to possibly roll for her if possible, but I just don't know when she's going to drop again. You usually see Berserker being the most used of your servants, Red Velvet. I mean, you have Coup Alter there, so he's just a beast. He can just run through anything with no issues. The thing gives NP damage up and Crit Star Absorb for Buster cards only up. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see why. Ooh, Gramps is modded too. I can definitely see why that would help Coup Alter, because he's a crit god. It probably would also help out Gramps quite a bit as well. Yeah, it probably helps out Gramps a fair bit. Your Jolter isn't as good as others. I mean, really? A Jolter can't just be a Jolter sometimes. It doesn't need to be a 10-10-10 Jolter to be just, like, super good to use. I mean, yeah, it helps a bit, but when push comes to shove, a Jolter's a Jolter. A Jolter is a Jolter. This is surely so. And that's all I can really think of about that. I was trying to make that song thing. You're only playing JP because of free gacha rolls, to be honest. I mean, you know, that gacha addiction's in us all. That gacha addiction is in us all, main freak. Oh, it's in us all. I can understand that. You're feeding your addiction. You're feeding your addiction. Phoenix, you love using her. You added someone that had her to your friend list just so you could use her. I mean, to be fair, that's why a lot of us add some people to our friend list, because they have our husbando / waifus that we don't have at the moment. To be honest, if I had not pulled any Gramps, I probably would have rolled, or I probably would have added a lot of people that had Gramps, just so I could have them by proxy. I'm not salty or anything. During half AP dailies, you want K-scopes anyway. Berserker's lunchtime on casters. Oh, talking about the support setup there, main freak. I see. That's the ideal support setup for half AP dailies, I'm guessing. Because yeah, I mean AoE Berserkers with K-scope, I can definitely see why you would do that, because then they can just mow through everything. Okita should be on raid up during the Gouda Gouda rerun in about February. Why February? MHX Alter is coming in February, and I really kind of want to roll for her as well. Grrr. Whoa, Gramps jumped up a lot of bond there for bond level 3. Just saying what most people know use. Caskill needs his NP gain, and you only have one K-scope, and your Mona Lisa CE isn't max limit broken. I've seen a lot of people with Mona Lisa CEs. I didn't purchase one myself because I didn't have the prisms at the time. But what does the Mona Lisa CE even do? I'm a little bit, you know, out of touch with what that one does because I never actually got it for myself. You auto-decline friend requests from people who put Tamamo in their all slots. You know she's good, but you just hate her with a burning passion. Oh no, you hate Tamamo, main freak? What did she do to make you hate her so? Increases QP drop. Ew, that's what the Mona Lisa does. Kinda wish I had one right now. Kinda wish I had a Mona Lisa CE. By 2%, 10% when max limit broken. Ooh. That's pretty good. Yeah, that is quite good, actually. Huh. I wish I had purchased one now. You hate her because of Fate Extella. Ah, interesting. You had a friend with K-scope for a long time, but no one used her. Aw, I got a loot. But you hate Talmo because of Fate Extella. Interesting. You know, I keep hearing a lot about the Fate Extella and other such games. But I never... I mean, I have Umbral Star, but it's like, I kind of want to play it on stream, but I don't know really when. It's like... You were sad nobody was using your friend Red Velvet? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Gramps is actually jumping up to spawn level 3 real quick. Nobody used your Fran. Don't worry. Fran's too good for all those people that didn't use her, you know? Fran is too good. Hey, Fate Excel is the first game in the series. Fate Extra, but I think it was for the PS2 or something super long ago. Yeah, I think, from what I've heard, it was Fate Extra for the PSP. Fate CC was for the PSP, but was never translated to English. Now, Fate Extella has come out for the PS4, I want to say. And we're also going to be getting Extella Link or something like that soon enough as well. I have Umbral Star, and I'm debating on playing it on stream sometime. Excuse me. I'm just not really sure when would be the best time. And Phoenix, you know my truest of love in this game is my precious Kohoi Mashu. Mashu is my Kohoi. Mashu is my Kohoi, and I love her more than Tamamo. I do, indeed. Love her more than Tamamo. See, so it's PS4 and Vita. Right, the Vita. The PlayStation system that is quite forgettable, I think. At least it's forgettable to me. I completely forgot the Vita even existed. Oh, you never said... Well, okay, you have me there, Phoenix. You have me there, Phoenix. You never did say I loved her the most of them all. But I mean... The Final Ascension artwork in the summer, man. It's just... Man, it is something. But Excel Link is actually going to be dropping, Excel Link's going to be dropping soon, isn't it? I heard it's supposed to be dropping, like, February or something like that. Since you didn't play Extella, you won't spoil you, but it made you hate Tamamo, and Altera is a cinnamon roll. I mean... I do tend to... I've heard a fair bit about Extella, Main Freak, so I will say that... Go ahead and say what about Extella makes you not like Tamamo. I won't consider it a spoiler. I mean, yes, I understand it is kind of probably a spoiler of some sort, but, go ahead and say it. I will eventually be playing it, and I do tend to spoil my stuff on some games. Fate Grand Order is, like, one of the few games that I've made an effort not to spoil myself with. Like, even the latest God of War, it's like, I kind of want to know what happens here, but it's so hard! Especially since I was playing on Give Me God of War difficulty, so I watched so many YouTube playthroughs of it, it was not funny. Seriously, I watched like 4 different YouTube playthroughs of God of War 2018, because I was doing Give Me God of War, because I'm a masochist. But, last Grail on Gramps, and he will be capable of level 100. And Gramps is now capable of being level 100. Now, we just need to get him there. Luckily, I forgot that I had 100 of these freaking embers stored up in my second archive for just this kind of occasion. Tom basically treated emoji of the characters who are on her side trash while constantly acting nice, praise me, love me towards the master. Gilgamesh mainly gets himself involved to help you, the main character. Ah, okay. So, Tamamo just pretty much acted like a capital B during Extella. Interesting. Ooh, great suck. Oh, that is so close. Look how close that is, everybody. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, so 7, so we'll go for 4, just in case it'll better suck. Yep, pretty much. Archimedes caster win. I'm guessing that Archimedes is a servant in Fate Excella then. Oh, I had some assassin gems. Who knew? Well, here we go, everybody. Say hello to a level 100 Gramps. Ding! Sparkle, sparkle. Woo! Level 100 Gramps! My first level 100, everybody! Woo! I'm so happy! Level 100 Gramps is awesome. Yeah, Tama was trying to act how she used to act, being an anti-hero and all. Oh. Okay. And thank you very much. I'm very happy for this great accomplishment of having a level 100 10-10-10 Gramps. It certainly doesn't show that I have put far too much time into him than normally acceptable for most servants and prep. Okay, so now that Gramps is fully leveled, I still have 2 hours to go on this stream. So I'm gonna do one more run of the treasure vault, and then I will I'll mix things up a little bit here, because I do have some quests I can do still. Not much, but some. Ew, Archimedes. Archimedes. I kind of want to look him up now. That was crazily creepy laugh. Thank you. I try my best. Get up another person as far as you can. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Getting another servant that high would take forever, Phoenix. Like, forever and a day, man. I mean, let me think. Oh, don't look up Archimedes. Massive spoilers. Alright, I will avoid Archimedes then. Red Velvet. But Phoenix, getting another servant to that kind of level... Oh, it's not nothing to do. It's more of the fact that, I don't have the... Okay. See, getting servants that high means a lot of QP for stuff, but it also means a lot of embers. But the main reason that I don't really want to do it right now is because obviously you need Holy Grails to get the servants up there. I used the Grails on Gramps because I'm pretty sure I had enough of them. But, and this is currently still a meme, I wish to save Grails so that when they allow us to raise Mash herself to level 100, that I will be able to do so without hesitation, without having to wait for the next event to come along to grant us a Holy Grail, for we will already have Grails set aside for best Kohlai match. That is why I must stall off the temptation to level up any of my other servants so high. But if I did do another servant to maximum level, the next one probably would end up being Siegfried, just because he was my first 4-star servant, and you know, we have that kind of bond. Oh, thank you, Joe Headshot, for following. But yeah, Siegfried and I Well, he's not at Bond 10 just yet, because, he's just not, okay? While he's not Bond 10 just yet, he did still hold a special place in my heart. The only Bond 10 servant I have, though, to be honest, is Kentucky Rider, because Kentucky Rider is a beast and a half. But, speaking of stuff that I do have that I can do, I'm gonna get... I think it's time I got rid of these, Mystic Code quests. Because, you know, they've been sitting here for quite some time now without me doing anything about them. I'm kind of getting sick of always seeing the 2 above the Chaldea Gate. Like, I know I gotta do them, but I don't want to. I don't have the AP right now. There's so many other things I could be doing. You have all those done already, Phoenix? Nice. I'm lazy, and I haven't done them yet, so I guess it's time I should probably do them. Yes, Mystic Code quests. Alright, so I am going to... I think that I will... Oh, not that. I wanted to see the support setup here for you, Phoenix. Just to see what you got on your side. For curiosity's sake, because I hadn't seen you during the whole other thing. You did them all early on. Understandable, Phoenix. I procrastinated in doing them for myself, as is plainly clear. Hey, I can use your cast skill, JK. I mean, I probably will be doing that, just because I really don't know who to use. I'm probably going to just use my not farming team. Because, I mean... So, use your... Main Freak wants me to use his level 100 Hans. Red Velvet wants me to use her cast skill. I don't think either of you are currently on my support setup, but who is Phoenix. So we'll go ahead and use Phoenix's Carmilla. And we'll go to Party 1 here, which is set up for... What is this set up for? This was set up for the Pillars. Gosh, I haven't even done anything since the Pillars with Team 1. Yeesh. Use a level 1 Mashu. I don't think I've got anybody on my friend list that has level 1 Mashu, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I don't think anybody has level 1 Mashu on my support list. You weren't being serious, Red Velvet? I mean, I don't know what to use here, so I mean, why not? It won't hurt me after all. But yeah, we'll use your Carmilla, Phoenix. And let's see here. As much as wait, I was doing Martha's quest. That's right, I was doing Martha's strengthening quest. That's what it was. That's why she was in the lead. Because I was doing Martha's strengthening quest, and you know, it was Martha, so I figured might as well throw her a bone and all that good stuff. Alright, so let's clear the party, except for support and this. No slackers on my support. Yeah, no slackers on my support. Alright, so save that right now, just so I have it saved. And now let us pick our party. So, I know that these kind of quests also give fairly high amounts of bond points as well. So I think bringing Gramps along is a no-brainer. As for the CE we give him, let's go ahead and give him Golden Sumo Boulder Tournament. I want you to put a mango in your extra slot, Main Freak. Nah, you don't need to do that. In addition to that, I do like Tamamo. Don't hate me for saying I like Tamamo, Main Freak, but I do. I do. So we'll put her in, as well as What do we want Tommy to have? We can give her a Victor of the Moon, I think. Yeah, or do we give her a case? Let's give her a Victor of the Moon. Oh no, don't screech, main freak, don't screech! For our backup, though, we definitely want Sumani, because we need his bond increased a little bit. We'll give Sumani... We will give him a limited 0 over, because sure. And then finally, we will throw Sunzong along, because she was the first 5-star I ever rolled, and I've kind of been neglecting her lately. And I can't give her another ending, because that is... Oh, good lord. I've only got 2 costs left. Sunzong gets nothing. She gets nothing. She loses! Ow, I just slapped my freaking leg. Back to getting Stinger's Red Velvet? Oh boy. I wish you luck with that. I truly, truly do. Stinger farming is hell. It is fresh hell out of nowhere. Gotta use these 100+ apples? You do you. Ooh, Gramps. I like him so much. Okay, let's see. So Carmilla has increase your own MP gauge, decrease charge, and decrease one enemy's defense. Your first 5-star was Waver's best friend. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not gonna bother with the debuff right now. Let's just do a straight Buster chain here real quick, because those are always fun. But Iskandar is a pretty cool servant, main freak. Pretty cool indeed. The Gramps chains. Oh, the Gramps chains. Oh, Gramps. Oh man, I really cannot wait until I get my Waver up there, because he is the next servant I am focusing on. Is going to be Waver, but I cannot wait to get him to maximum power, because then that Waver combined with a support Memelan will just be devastation on some quests, man. I've seen what Gramps can do, and it is awesome. My fanboying over Gramps is how you acted when you got Gil and Caskill. I mean, what's wrong with fanboying? Nothing, in my opinion. There ain't nothing wrong with being a fanboy. Iskandar is cool. Sadly, not as useful as Drake, but he's considering a rarity. There's been no rate up from in 2 years. Yeesh, that is quite some time with no rate up. Much sadness. No rate up, much sadness. All the tears. Buster, Buster. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, the double crits. Yeah, crits are nice. Oh, so nice. You didn't say it was bad? Very true. You did not say it was bad, Red Velvet. You did not say it was bad at all. Though I am still kind of miffed that they renamed Gramps to First Hassan and not King Hassan. Because King Hassan would be better, in my humble opinion. Alright. Let us give this a shot here. Because I want to see how Gramps do to do. Doka Doka. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no idea what that means. I have absolutely no idea what Doka Doka means. Alright, we are going to try and be cheeky, I think. Yes, I think we will attempt to be cheeky here and see if Gramps can't wipe this whole wave in one go. Can we proct the instant death? No, but we can crit the heck out of him. And I succeeded. Gramps wiped the entire wave himself. Yay! Go, Gramps, go. Not as much bomb points as I thought it would be, but even still. Tuplet Crystal and 2 Berserker Gems. Doka Doka. I'm going to look up this Doka Doka now, because you have all piqued my curiosity as to what exactly it means. Alright, so next up, I see you on there, Red Velvet. Oh, Doka Doka, what Hassan says. I got one headphone off, so I can't really tell that too easily, to be honest. That's why I was confused. Just means, where is it in Japanese? Ah, I see. Thank you, Evan. Thank you for that little bit of information. Your first on 10 was obviously Hans. Nothing wrong with that, main freak. Nothing wrong with that at all. Like I've heard, Hans is an excellent servant. Again, I just, even now, I'm still all about that power. Gotta get that power, after all. We'll do that. That lasts for 3 turns. That should help out with Gramps' capabilities. We'll save that. I don't think debuff success rate includes the death chance, unfortunately. So, yep, we want crit stars. So let's get crit stars here. 44. I'd say that's fairly respectable. I'd say 44 crit stars is a fairly respectable number. Hans plus Buster Servant plus Hans plus Merlin plus insert Buster Servant equals big oof. Fairly interesting there. Now what happens if you also throw in a waiver in this lap main freak? Merlin plus Nightingale plus Buster Servant. Nightingale, I'm guessing Nightingale probably does something to add to that whole setup if you're mentioning her, Evan. I'll be honest, I've never, outside of America, I have never really used Nightingale. I know she has a heal that's targetable because it's Nightingale, but I'm not really sure beyond that. She's got a 50% targetable Buster buff. Ooh, that's actually pretty beastly, man. Because Merlin's targetable Buster buff is like a 20%, I think. And that's already good, so yeah. That'd be a 90% Buster buff. In addition to a double Merlin Charisma. Oh man, I'm just seeing the possibilities in my eyes. And they look awesome. I want the Buster benefits, please, and thank you. Hans is arguably better than Waver. While he doesn't up attack defense with the skills, he provides 18 passive stars with, if you have given a fragment of 2030, 18 passive stars with the 50% crit damage up. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see why Hans would be pretty darn good in that case. A 50% crit damage boost? Good gracious, that is very much ridiculous. Also, I should probably do that. I mean, let me think about it. Let me just rationalize that. 18 passive crit stars is no joke, but a 50% crit damage buff. And some servants have crit damage buffs already. Common CEs. Yeah, I can definitely see how that would be useful. We're gonna go ahead and go all out now. So all the buffs. We'll let Gramps go dead last because Merlin's hero creation is a 50% buff. Oh, it's 100% crit damage up. Oh, I see. I've only used Neemlin back in the final singularity, so I'm not really too familiar with his skill set. I forgot that his hero creation is a crit damage boost as well. Ooh. So potential 150% crit damage buff between the two of them. Not to mention Hans's is a 50% for the whole team. Okay. I've heard and seen videos of why Hans is so good, but you know, that's a fair bit more than what I remember seeing and hearing. A 50% for the whole team. Well, Maine, I guess that we will test this out for ourselves. So let's see. Increase all allies' crit strength, greatly increases your MP gauge. Generate your own crit stars per turn. Okay. The only thing that would be better than Hans for that team would be a second Merlin. Yeah? Probably. You can die happy. Red Velvet, no. Don't die, Red Velvet. Don't die. Okay, so 5 turn, 6 turn. 75. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So I'm guessing that I just want to pop these skills off next turn, then Main Freak is when I want to pop off these crit generating skills. That's my guess. I'm probably wrong. You haven't been this happy seeing your support servant since your Jolter in Camelot? Too late, you're dead. No! Okay, I was supposed to use that last turn as well. Don't rely on Hans's Noble Phantasm too much. It's a bit inconsistent. Good to know. That is good to know. Thank you for that bit of a tip there. I know it's a buffing Noble Phantasm, so we'll do it like this and see how it works, I guess. Everything went to Gramps. I find that funny that Gramps got all the buffs. Okay. Go on, y'all. Yamahe, See, the only issue is that this is a mainly caster mission, so Gramps is working at a class disadvantage here. Not that I doubt him or anything, because he is Gramps. And Gramps is awesome, even if he is getting hammered by all of them. Apply the guts, dude. Gotta remember, gotta get back. Oh, Travelers. Your Jolter critting and defeating Lancelot for me made you proud. Now you're just a ghost. Oh no. Well, if you're a ghost, then at the very least that means you can be brought back to life. 49 stars low. Yeah, I mean, you might hate her main freak, but Tamamo can generate some good crit stars. She's pretty decent for the crit star generation if you give her the right stuff. One of the reasons I like her. That Guts has 3 turns left. That's plenty. And Red Velvet, if you are a ghost, then, be sure. Actually, if you're a ghost, then that means that you can visit Aresh in the underworld, right? Yeah, that's what I just said. Gonna chill in the underworld with your girl Aresh. Make sure to pass along the word that when she becomes summonable, I will be going for her, so to come to my Chaldea, okay? Awesome. Thanks. I'm guessing I probably don't want to use the NP Rapid Casting right now. We'll go like this then. Yeah, let Aresh know that I will be summoning her when her banner appears, so be sure to appear for me. And Gramps still has the guts. He still's got those guts. I'm guessing we want to do this. Not if you try for her first. I mean, feel free. Let the best Masa get it. Hans MP on Overcharge is insane. You once got it to 500%. Wasn't worth it. Well, those 40% attack and defense with 3,000 peel. Ooh, that does sound quite nice. You know what? There is only 2 of them, so probably like this. Admittedly, main freak, that does sound very nice. Ooh, everything proctored for everybody there. That's always pleasant. And of course they're not targeting Gramps. Because of course. Where's the Gold King who turned his brain off down here? You got a good point. Gil did turn his brain off in the underworld. Should probably save that for next turn, but Being a little bit cautious. Good crit from the Tamamo. Good crit from Gramps as well, oh. Alright, alright, alright. Let's think here. We need this ice book deader than a doorknob. Gramps has no guts, but he does have 100% Buster crit here. So that should be hopefully enough to do some decent damage. There we go. Good, Gramps, good. King Gil went full Shiro. You know, now that you mention it, Red Velvet, he kind of did, didn't he? He went all Hero of Justice on us all at the end there. Gil's grown up. Never go full Shiro. But Shiro has harem protagonist EX plus. I kinda need that. Red Velvet. And that only happens if I go full Shiro. I need that harem protagonist skill. I needs it. Plus, you know, being able to summon weapons at a will, that'd be pretty nice. Do I have Assassin Shiki? Unfortunately, not main freak. I wasn't around, or rather, I am a day one player, but in the beginning, I got very frustrated by the lack of progress. Oh, I inflicted death there. I was getting pretty frustrated by my distinct lack of progress, so I kind of gave up for a very long period of time. And I only came back when, let's see, it was Fate Apocrypha that first brought me back, because I wanted more Fate in my life, and it was Fate Apocrypha got me that Fate itch, and I wanted to satisfy it some more, and I remembered that I had Fate Grand Order, because I never delete stuff off of my phone, and it's like, you know, I might as well give this another shot, and it was just before the event where you got some Kintoki Rider from it, and I went through that event. I got Kintoki Rider. He is a beast, and he pretty much reinvigorated my interest in the game. Kintoki Rider did. You watched all of Fate Stay Night today. Nice, Phoenix. Very nice. Oh, Bond level 4 Gramps. Watching all of Fate Stay Night. Oh, that was a lot to watch. I imagine that was probably a lot to watch. You binged hard. And we got the Mystic Code Mage Association uniform, one of them. Which means there's more. I need them all. I gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all, gotta catch them all! And we are indeed here now. 24 episodes, that's all? Oh, I thought that was more than that. Okay, so Lancers this time. Let's see what kind of saber setup everybody's got. Let's see, sabers. You know, I think I will pander to Phoenix a little bit here, and I will bring Okita along with us on this mission. Okita in action. You got that Mystic Code, and you just got it to level 6. Nice, very nice, Red Velvet. I'm currently working on the battle suit, I think is what it's called. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it's the Chaldean battle suit. Just because it's a challenge to level it up because it takes an immense amount of shorts to do so. Shorts, an immense amount of shorts to do so. And I want to get it out of the way, pretty much. Considering you've watched Rurouni Kenshin, and that was 95 episodes, one movie and 3... Oh, good lord. That sounds like it probably took a while to do. Trying to remember what the last thing I actually binge-watched was. Oh, what was the last thing I binge-watched? Huh. Honestly, can't remember what the last one I binge-watched was. Last thing I binge-watched. Yeah, no. It's not coming to me. It's like staying at the very, very edge of my memory of what the last thing I binge-watched was. That's annoying. Best Mystic Code, in your opinion, is the anniversary one. I'm using it a lot. Oh, and then you also 3-part live action of that same show. Good Lord, Phoenix. How long did you spend on that show? I mean, figure... I'm guessing probably half an hour per episode. So... Jeez, like almost 50 hours alone on the basic episodes. Probably, I'd guess, an hour and a half long movie, so that's pretty much 3 episodes. 3 OVAs, those tend to only be half an hour. So that's like 101 episodes long. You probably spent an age and a half on that, man. I hope you got some sleep in between all that. Your mage is level 7, your battle suit is level 4 or something. I do think I've got some of the other suits maxed out, actually. Can't remember what ones exactly, to be fair. Because I haven't used anything but this battle suit for quite some time. Should actually probably check that real quick. Basically half an hour on just the show ones. You got plenty of sleep, you didn't rush it? Okay. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that you got plenty of sleep. Because otherwise, that would have been intense. Alright, well, let's wipe some face here. Do that. I should have probably done a pure crit star generating one, but I'll be fine. Gramps and these two. Because why not? You don't know what level your uniforms are, you haven't checked? I think that the uniforms increasing the uniforms levels makes it so that their cooldown is like barely lessened or something like that, and it also, I think, slightly increases their potency. I think. I'm gonna just let Okita just eviscerate this last proto-homunculus real quick. And then I'm gonna check out what my uniform levels are, because I'm actually kind of curious as to where I've last left them off. Because, again, it's been a while since I've checked. Not bad there, Okita. Not bad at all. Sumani is nearly at that bond level 10. I should probably check how far away that is, actually. So, check out Sumani until bond level, and the levels of our mystic codes. Just real quick. Sumani. 76,000. Okay, that's still a fair bit off, unfortunately. 76,000 is still a fair bit off. You're 221. Whoop. I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind that full view of Tamamo, but didn't mean for it. You're 398,000. Okay. Top 4 servants, excluding Mash, who is a bond of 10 in my heart. Okay. Oh, dun, da, 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 dum. Don't want to use Okita again. Oh, it's assassins this time. Assassins. So I want casters. And if I want casters, I want Gilgamesh. Screeches. Oh no, Freak. I'm sorry. I did not mean for it. I promise. Okay, so my battle suit is level 7 right now. The basic Chaldea is at 10. Lunar Sea is at 1. Brilliant Summer is at 10. And then this one is at level 1. So yeah, I've got 2 level 10 Mystic Codes. The Brilliant Summer and the Chaldean Mystic Code. And I am 3 levels off from the combat uniform. Actually, this gives me experience. 1.5 million. That's not a small amount. 53,000 is much more manageable. Okay. Enough of going through all those. Let us continue along with the quests. But again, Main Freak, sorry for making Tamamo that massive close-up. I do apologize. Ooh, automatas. Okay, Gramps, you don't need to scream so loudly. I understand these foul mockeries of life must be destroyed. Your message was sent through loud and clear. If I ever get 5 rare prisms somehow, definitely buy the Anniversary Blonde. It is so good. I will put it on the list of stuff to be buying, Main Freak. I will definitely put it on there. The Buster Up would be very useful for Gramps, admittedly. Very useful indeed. Siegfried is pretty close. Yes, he is. Sumani is nearly there. The bond between the two of us is almost at its maximum potency. Just a little bit more. And Sumani and mine bond will only be comparable to the bond between myself and Kintoki, and myself and Mash. Soon, we'll be there. Yes, your cast skill, Red Velvet. Your cast skill, indubitably. Anniversary Blonde is a up to 60% buster up, 20 stars, and up to 4k revive guts for 1 turn. Huh. That's pretty good. That's not pretty good. That is excellent. I'm definitely gonna be keeping my eyes open for it. Siegfried was your first bond 10, Red Velvet. Nice. Very nice. You couldn't have chose many better ones. You could not have chose many better ones. Personally, you like the original look of Gil, but that's just you. As far as my tastes go, the Fate Zero Gil was a bit too, I can't really think of the words. His hairstyle, I guess, would probably be the best way. I really did not like Fate Zero's skill's hairstyle with how it was all spiked and slick back like how it was. Unlimited Blade Work skill definitely looked pretty darn slick, if I do so admit. Because, I mean, he had that, just his whole look was just like, it just screamed. It screamed a word that I'm not really sure I can say on stream. But Unlimited Blade Work skill was definitely pretty awesome looking. That's kind of why I am looking forward to the, that is why I'm kind of looking forward to the, what is it called? What is it called? I'm trying to think, what the heck is it called? The Summer Skin for Caskill, because it resembles that look very closely. It very closely resembles that look, so that's why I'm looking forward to that. And because I'm probably going to be choosing Caskill for my free 4-star, to be honest. Go, like... crit stars don't really matter. Boom. Your cast skill on your account, at least, is the summon look, and your Gil's first ascension look. Nothing wrong with that. Main Freak, you think Arash will be your next Bomb 10? Uh-oh, someone's been Arash bombing, hasn't they? Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with that. He's excellent for what he does. And what he does is excellent. You do not like how... You don't like how Unlimited Blade Works skill looks, Red Velvet? That's... Honestly, that's a bit surprising, if you don't mind me saying. It is a little bit surprising that you don't like it. Summer Gas Kill looks amazing. Give that golden boy an iPad. Yeah, that I think is the funniest part of all of the... I think that is just... That adds the perfect layer of comedy to Caskill's summer outfit, is the fact that he has a freaking pretty much iPad. It just adds so much to it. You just really hate his black jacket, but you're the only one. Well, that black jacket, it just speaks to the edgelord that dwells very deep inside of my soul. That's why I enjoy that black jacket look. That's why I enjoy it. And guilty as charged, sir? At ease, soldier. You're fine. You're fine. Everybody does it, after all. You got so many doubles of Arash. He's a good one to actually have up there, Phoenix. Like, yes, his Noble Phantasm is pretty much just self-inflicted suicide, but that does not change the fact that he is a pretty good Archer class servant. You prefer the white fluffy jacket more? I don't like the Fate Stay Night Gil at all. I mean, yeah, personality-wise, Fate Stay Night Gil isn't, Fate Stay Night Gil isn't the best. I'm gonna flip a coin here. Yeah, I'm gonna flip a coin. I've already pandered to Phoenix by using Okita. I've used your cast skill, so I guess now we should probably use mains Nero here, because why not? Why not? You're honestly glad how tame the animes are compared to the visual novels. You got tired of people forcing you to try to like the black jacket? I mean, if you don't like the black jacket, that is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine if you don't like the black jacket. Some people just don't like it. And, I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Invictus Spiritus, Imperial Privilege, and Migraine. She has a skill of Migraine. That's So, Nero. You hate his personality, but you do like his look in Fate Stay Night. Yeah. Gil in Fate Stay Night is definitely a big jerk. But, I mean, he says he wasn't corrupted by the Grail in the slightest, and that he only is acting this way because humanity is not to his expectations. But I kinda do feel like he might have gotten a little bit of that, Grail corruption inside of him. Maybe just a little bit. Nero, I see you're a man of culture. Umu. But, I am probably gonna be rolling for Caster Nero. She is Caster, right? Caster Nero from the summer, from the summer servants for this year. I probably am going to be going for Caster Nero. So yes, I suppose I am a man of culture, and I have not yet watched it. Phoenix. I have seen a little bit of it, but not enough to make any real judgments. Unfortunately, life is just. It can be quite hectic, honestly. Life can be quite hectic. You're getting a headache just talking about it? What, the black jacket? We'll drop the topic then. Her Imperial privilege should be used as much as possible. It's random, but if it hits 40% attack or defense. Good to know. Thank you for that bit of tip, Main Freak. Thank you for that bit of a tip. Let's generate some crit stars here, actually. Bum. Gil's a total chauvinist in Fate Stay Night, thinking Saber belongs to him, etc. It's the same way in Unlimited Blade Works, to be fair. Though, I think... Ooh, there goes Tangamo. Sadness. I think that in Unlimited Blade Works, the bigger one who has the obsession over, Saber would probably have... That reward would probably have to go to, Medea, just because, I mean, that outfit she put Saber in, don't get me wrong, it was nice to see, but, the whole, context of the situation, I could definitely have done without. Because the whole context was a little bit on the creepy side. Just a little bit, you know? Okay. Oh, it's just a single enemy. Well... if it's just one... then, you know, we might as well go all out, after all. I mean, might as well. Sure, no crit stars here, but, you know, let's, have the bell toll. Very good, Gramps. Very good. Very good, Gramps. Very good. Medea's totally into both. Oh, there's no doubt in my mind about that, which is why she is, definitely waifu material. But no, without her Ascension arts in FGO have definitely made, and you know how they kind of change up her character a little bit, she is definitely good waifu material. If you can sort of curb her bit of obsessionness, I suppose. Loved that bit in Carnival of Phantasm where Caskill and Saber Ultramat in a cafe. Maybe you guys can help me out, but where can you actually watch Carnival Phantasm? Because I've heard so much about it. Like, so much about fake Carnival Phantasm. I cannot find it anywhere. I want to watch it, though. I've seen the screenshots of that very scene that you're talking about, but I cannot find it online for some reason. I just can't. I'm probably gonna have to do more ember farming. Your body wants you to sleep, but stingers? That is indeed a tough situation there, Red Velvet. Indeed a very tough situation. Before you make any decisions, though, tell me, have you seen the announcement for the, Fate Grand Order road trip thing that they are going to be doing this year? Have you seen it at all, Red Velvet? Because if not, there is something from it that I think you would very much appreciate seeing. You can give me a link to a gray area website, but it's probably pirated. Probably not, then, if it was pirated. You did not, Red Velvet? Alright. After I'm done with this little run-through, I will show you the web page that they made to advertise this thing. So, give me a couple minutes, probably, but I don't suppose... There's no real good places online to just watch anime for free, is there? That wouldn't be pirated. Actually, has Carnival Phantasm ever actually been aired anywhere? Is it actually maybe... Is it possibly on Crunchyroll? I haven't checked Crunchyroll, just because I kind of get annoyed with the constant advertisements, but... Is it possible it's on Crunchyroll, do you guys think? You're gonna make a taco, Red Velvet? Alright. But yeah, do you guys think that Carnival of Phantasm would be found on Crunchyroll? You'll be right back. Try finding the service who published Carnival Phantasm in English. That would be appreciated, Main Freak. Thank you. And yeah, Crunchyroll can be quite annoying. I will freely admit that, Phoenix. The, like, at least 4 different cuts where they put ads. Granted, they do tend to put the ads where they should be placed, you know, where commercial breaks would be. But the same ads repeating over and over and over and over and over and over and over, it gets old, man. Like, it gets real old real fast. Real old, real fast. Real annoying. Crunchyroll. Alright, but because Red Velvet did not see it, I will, because I didn't actually close it. So, this is the announcement page that they made for the Freight Grand Order USA tour. It's not on Crunchyroll. That's unfortunate. But this is the main page that they made. I quite like this bit of artwork here. Mash especially. I mean, look at her. She is freaking adorable right there. And Foe down there giving us a little wink. You can even see him on Saber's camera there. You see Foe there on the camera. The license plate is the Fate Grand Order symbol. Nero with the what's up. It's not just California, actually. I have looked at this. It is actually in 4 different states. California, Illinois, New York, and Georgia. And yeah, it does suck with that, but I really hope this artwork makes it into a CE, because that would be awesome. I would love to have this artwork immortalized. Not that I'm not going to save the image on my computer, to be fair. But, yeah, just look at it all. Just look at it. And, again, Dank Meme Master Murray back there. The best Kohoi mesh. That's the big selling point right now for me. Best Kohoi mesh giving us a wink. Best selling point. You haven't found the publishers, but it's on YouTube Uncut. Okay. That is another place I hadn't thought of looking, was YouTube. I guess I will have to check out YouTube then to watch it all. Of course, California cries in Nebraska. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not in any states that are close to me either, Red Velvet. So I won't be able to attend it either. But it sounds like it's going to be pretty awesome. And they're probably going to be doing some stuff in-game for us as well, you know? So that'll be nice. I imagine probably at least some free Saint Quartz. Probably some free apples. Ugh, excuse me. But, I mainly just want that artwork to be a CE. Because that would be awesome. And if it doesn't become a CE, then I guess I will just have to figure out how to add it to the game myself. Legally, of course. I'm not going to hack the game. I'll just somehow take over Delightworks and, you know, force them to make that single image into an event CE, or free CE for everybody to enjoy. And you know, while I'm at it, I'll probably make them allow us to have MASH at bond level 10, rather than permanently stuck at bond level 5, which is so annoying. Like, it's a very highly annoying point that every other servant can go up to bond level 10, but MASH, oh, she's stuck at bond level 5. But for purposes of bond levels, it access bond level 10. Why not just let us have her at bond level 10? Seeing those empty spots kind of is annoying. Rant over. Carnival Phantasm is arguably the best and worst of Fate, lol. I heard that it's mainly comedy, pretty much. I mean, I've heard and I've seen some snippets from it that gives me the idea that it is mainly comedy focused, and I don't generally watch too many comedy things, but I heard it's pretty good, and it's Fate, you know, and I give everything Fate a shot. I gave Prisma Ilia a solid shot, and outside of the blatant amounts of fan service, I found myself enjoying the show, so, you know. Road Trip CE that gives 50 Mystic Code experience. And let's get that bread. It's totally just a comedy parody thing. Comedy parody is not bad. Comedy parody is not bad. We just need more of those. The 50 Mystic Code experience ones. So no, it wouldn't be Mystic Code. It wouldn't be a Mystic Code boost. Mona Lisa is a purchasable one that gives QP increases. So what? So if they go the easy way, then the Road Trip CE, because you gotta admit, we're probably gonna get it, will probably be a Mystic Code experience. But that'd be kind of lame, because 50 is barely anything. Plus, you know, it wouldn't make too much sense for them to give us a Mystic Code experience boost if they don't give us a Mystic Code to go along with it. Now, if they gave us a special, exclusive American Road Trip Mystic Code, then, you know, I'd be fine with it being a Mystic Code one. But if they don't, then, MASH is capped at Bond 5 because the game initially was planned to cap at Bond 5, but people wanted more, so they expanded them later when MASH's Bond was already planned out. Yeah, I mean, I've avoided spoilers for, like, story stuff in JP. I have looked back at, like, what JP has had happen in the past, and I did see that there was a bunch of, like, Bond expansion updates that, like, gave select servants increases in their total Bond level. So I know that MASH is at Bond 5 because of that, but I mean, I guess if they have to restrict it to story-based things, that'd be fine, sort of. Not really, but I just want Best Kohoi to have 10 colored, filled-in diamonds. Yeah, they're kind of diamonds. Yeah, they're diamonds. I just want her to have 10 filled-in colored diamonds, so that I can say, look at this MASH. She is mine, and I would not trade her for any other servant, for I have a close bond with her. A very close bond. And I would not trade her for the world. Ignore the other servants of mine that have bond level 10. They do not stand as close as she does. She is the closest. The game's already started with the Bond expansion on NA, so yeah. Because, I want to say that JP got some things for each of the Bond expansions or something, and that's why we didn't get as much free Saint Quartz as they did, in addition to maintenance woes, because maintenance was a lot worse in JP, or something like that. But yeah, I can get it. I can get it, but it doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Just because I understand does not mean that I am happy about it. Doesn't mean I'm happy about it at all. Bontan at the end of the Lost Belts. I'm not really sure what the Lost Belts are, other than that is the Part 2 story arc. And I only know that much really because some people did say that was what's going to be next after this Epic of Remnant thing. And they gave some kind of explanation for the Lost Belts themselves, but I honestly have forgotten what exactly a Lost Belt is. And I kind of want it to be a surprise, so, you know, it's probably a good thing I forgot. But I do know that is what the singularities, I guess, of the next big arc will be about. Will be focused around Lost Belts. So, yeah. But other than that, going blind. Just because they're correct does not mean they're right. Very true there, Red Velvet. Very true. You bring forth an excellent point. JP had a terrible start. People had no guaranteed 4-star tutorial. Someone's cost 4 Saint Quartz each, and you got less per purchase too. Now, I knew about the 4 Saint Quartz per roll thing, because the whole dropping down to a 3 Saint Quartz per roll was apparently a big enough thing, and people were saying that that's why we probably didn't get as much Saint Quartz as JP, because we had 3 Saint Quartz summon rolls from the very beginning. But oh, and the less per purchase, I mean, we technically only, it was obviously last year in 2018, but it was
excuse me, first off. But it was anniversary last year that we actually got the increase in how much paid quartz we get with each purchase, right? Yeah, I think so, because the anniversary GSSR was the first GSSR I rolled on, because that was the first time that I actually put money into this game, and look at me now. But, yeah, I know that we had the same sort of purchase quartz thing. I did not know that they did not get a guaranteed 4-star on tutorial, though. That... Ooh. That must have really, really sucked. Because, I mean... Yeah, not all of the 4-stars will help you with... excuse me. Yeah, not all of the 4-stars will help you with all of the opening story stuff. But, even still, a 4-star servant can be a pretty significant jump up from a 3-star. So, I mean, not having that free 4-star right off the bat, that had to hurt. I mean, isn't it also the free 4-star because, like, there's a rare chance that you don't get too many servants out of the first roll? Or something like that? Yeah, I want to say, like, there's some, like, a very remotely low chance that you just don't get a lot of servants from the first roll, which is why there's the guaranteed 4-star, so that you, at the very least, have MASH and one other. So, I imagine there's probably some people that just got like, 2 servants and then nothing else, and that must have sucked. You've never put money on here, that's probably why you're so far behind all of y'all, along with y'all playing longer than me. I mean, to be fair, Phoenix, yeah, this game can be a very little bit pay to win. Admittedly, it's a gacha game, and gotta roll that gacha, am I right, everybody? I'm right. But, I mean, nothing wrong with not putting any money on this. There's plenty of F2P, free-to-play players that are, like, beast levels at this game. Because, I mean, time is definitely a big part of it, because the more time you have, the more embers more materials you've likely farmed, which means your servants are probably a little bit higher level than the standard. Nothing wrong with that. Heck, before the, I can never remember if it was Onigashima was Kintoki, or if it was called Rashomon, because I know those two were fairly close to one another, but I can't remember whichever one. But regardless, it wasn't until then that my servants actually started hitting level caps, just because I did not know how to farm, but the, like, free blade... Well, not free, but the, like, 100 4-star embers that you could get from that event, it just, like, helped me out so much with leveling up my servants, and it made things easier for me. Hello, Elite X Spartan 10. Thanks for joining us here. Just farming QP, not really for Gramps anymore, because he's already level 100, 10, 10, 10, but still farming quartz because I kind of need to get ready to put focus on Waver, actually. I'm actually, as far as Waver goes, I have almost all the materials I need. I just need, like, 20 secret caster gems, and then a fair ton of hearts, and then obviously the embers and the QP as well. But otherwise, I'm not too bad on mats for Waver. And he is the next one I need to get up there, after all. That was the second time they increased the quartz purchase, actually. Japanese got the jump we received on our first anniversary on their second. Okay. So Japanese got the... Japanese got the jump we received on our first... Okay, so Japanese had 2 ports increases, whereas we've only had the 1, but that 1 has put us at the same level. I got you now. I got you. I was a little bit confused just by the ordering of all that. It's like, wait, what? Okay, but now I got it. I got it now. JP players received the free 4-star tutorial role when we got the last Skaha banner. Okay. Didn't we get a Skaha banner for, like, not Thanksgiving, but around then or something? Aniplex, I think? Wasn't Skaha on those banners, along with, like, Saber Shiki and other such people, I want to say? Something like that? But I get what you're saying. Main Freak. I get what you're saying. The entire game has been beaten with 3 stars and below servants. 4-star and above, just make it easy. That it does. I haven't watched any of their videos, but I do know that there is someone that has done, like, a, not 1 stars versus FGO, but, like, only bronze servants, actually, I think. I think they've only used bronze servants throughout the entirety of FGO, and they have managed to make it as far as possible. Yeah, I do think it was only bronze, because I have seen, like, a single clip of theirs, and it showed them farming with, like, Spartacus, Arash, and I think Asterius? No, Eric Bloodaxe, the king with the Bloodaxe. That's right. That's who they were farming with Arash, Spartacus, and Eric Bloodaxe, the king with the bloody axe. Yes, that's who they were farming with. Because they needed to do something. I don't remember what exactly. Just farming dailies right now. Nothing wrong with that, to be honest. I'm farming QP, so we're pretty much doing the same thing, except you have more quartz efficiency than I do. Falls asleep in Taco. I hope that Taco isn't piping hot, Red Velvet. I really hope that Taco is not piping hot, because that could hurt. And Skaha was one of those banners? Okay, I thought as much. I did think as much. The hat rack on my neck did think as much. Yes, it did. The meme YouTuber in the community is Hanako Green. He's making off-meta solo memes and such. Ah, okay. Honestly, Spartacus is great for farming, just like Paul Bunyan will be. I have looked a little bit into Paul Bunyan, but that's only because of the, I don't think she appeared in Learning with Manga. She appeared in one of those spin-offs, obviously, because she has, like, the fastest Noble Phantasm time out of any servant, because it's literally just her stomping on the enemies, and she's like a 1-star Berserker class servant, I believe. Yeah, 1-star Berserker, but she's, what is it? What are they called? What are they called? Kentucky, Skaha, Santa Salter, Santa Jean Arc, Alter Lily Lancer. What are they called? What kind of servants are they called? They are called, not gimme servants. Event servants? Is that what it's called? Welfare servants! That's what they were called! I had completely forgotten the term. Thank you, Name Freak, for reminding me of that term. Good lord. My brain is a little fried, I guess. The Rarity Boy. That's what Hanako is called? The Rarity Boy? Any particular reason, right? Why? It sounds more like they're a meme boy. Paul Bunyan was drawn by the artist who makes the learning with manga. So that is Rio, I want to say, because it's Rio Godako, who is the secret final beast of Calamity. For if you meet her, you must allow her to step on you, otherwise you'll face a lot of problems. Rio also makes the April Fool's artwork for all the servants, which is pretty funny. Ooh, actually, when is April Fool's this year? April Fool's this year. When does that fall upon? What day? April Fool's falls on a Monday, so you know. Should the schedule for FGO not change, that means that we'll all get to see the real artwork for the servants on that stream. Woot! As long as it doesn't roll over at the, 7 o'clock thing. But, yeah, Rio. We get her during a mini-event on the 2nd anniversary. Okay, that's not... When is our anniversary again? It's like... No. Is it June? Is her anniversary in June, or is it July? I can't remember. Is our anniversary in June or July? Tiamat also has an April Fool's art you can view in the Spirit Origin list. Okay, I gotta see this now. I gotta see Tiamat's thing. Not item list, material, Spirit Origin list. So Tiamat has an April Fool's art. Okay. Tiamat. There she is. How do I get to it? Or is it only going to be available on April Fool's, actually, Main Freak? Is Tiamat's April Fool's art only available on April Fool's? Makes sense, I suppose, but... That's sad. I kind of want to see it now. I really want to see Tiamat's April Fool's art now. I can only see it on April Fool's. Oh, I kind of want to look it up right now, but I kind of want I kind of don't want to spoil it. No, don't send it to me in the Discord. I don't want to spoil it. Main Freak, I want to see it on April Fool's, because that's going to be the best time to see it. Oh, but part of me really wants to just look it up right now. But I must resist. You like Solomon's artwork? I look forward to that as well. Don't forget, I will not forget. Is there any way to set reminders in this chat? I don't think there's any way to set reminders, unfortunately. This is not Reddit, where I can set remind me. So does anyone know why Solomon has a character page but he's not available to use? Because there's a bit of lore there, Phoenix, pretty much. It just contains some lore. You're gonna do the sleep thing? Alright, Red Velvet. Thanks for coming out. Go ahead and go and do your sleep thing. So, you have a good sleep, Red Velvet. Thanks for coming out. And hey, Infinity. Nice to have you joining in. Haven't missed too much. I have actually fully gotten everything that I need for Gramps. He's already level 100 now, but I'm just farming QP for Waiver now, since he does need the QP. I need 173 million and some odd other arbitrary numbers for a fully leveled 10-10-10 Waiver. So yeah, I've got quite a bit to go before I can, before I have the Waiver that I possess. Plus, you know, I've got to get the secret caster gems and some Hearts of Darkness, or whatever they're called. But, I mean, presumably there's like 13 guaranteed hearts from the upcoming moon goddess thing, so you know, that'll definitely help out. No way to get set reminders? Darn. I'll just have to set a reminder for myself otherwise. Somehow. Some way. Talk to Gramps. Higher bond level should have unlocked more dialogue. I should probably talk to Gramps, yes. Good point, Bean Freak. Very, very good point. Solomon is not actually marked as a servant in the list, just like... They're not marked as servants? I honestly did not realize that they weren't marked as servants. I am very clearly quite oblivious. Yes, don't slam your face into tacos, Red Velvet. It's probably not healthy for your face. But, I didn't see that they weren't marked as servants. Where are they marked as servants at, to be fair? Because, I mean, also to be fair, I didn't know about the button that I could press to filter out servants with event bonuses for the longest time. And then Jiun said something and hammered it into my head. But, where does it say servants? Oh! Right there along the bottom of them. It says servants. I see it now. Right along the bottom of their little things, it says servants. Okay. Okay, I'm clearly just blinder than a bat. What are you? What's Servant 107? How could I have... Okay, who's some preceding servants? 103 is Addison. Not by rarity, by ID. 107. Between Jolter and Excander. Who is 107? I'm puzzled now. Servant 107, huh? Oh, it's the weakest servant. Okay, Infinity, I get you now. Okay. I probably should have realized that, considering I'm sorted by rarity and he's at the very, very bottom of it all. Thank you for that hint, Infinity. I completely was like, I could have swore I've seen every single servant there is. Who is this? Oh, I can't think. Who am I missing? Who's between Iskander and Jolter? Who else but the weakest servant in the game? It should have been an even bigger hint to me, considering I was sorted by rarity. Still didn't help you? You're lost, lol, Phoenix? It's the Angry Mango. Angra Manyu, I think is the proper pronunciation. All the world's evil. In other words, the thing corrupting the Holy Grail. Yeah. He has like a 1 in 10,000 shot of being rolled on the friend point gotcha only. So yeah, and I'm happy that I could make you laugh at my reaction, Infinity. He will no longer be marked as unknown if I use a support one. I may have to do that, but first, we have some Gramps lines to listen to. Okay, Gramps doesn't like 100 personas. What do you like, heads? Gramps. Be not idle. Okay. I am merely a wraith in the dark. For myself, I desire nothing. I am here only to obey thy commands. What do I hate? Idleness, depravity, and deterioration. Deterioration. Deterioration? I thought it was just deterioration. Weird. He's a Shiro face. Lol. I wonder where you find one though that they support. Like that. You used one to support before. Considering 0 star, it's kind of rare to find one. I think it's mainly a trophy. He's mainly a trophy, I want to say. I have seen people with him on my friend list. I just haven't bothered to use him because I've looked him up and he's not really too good. Serenity, what purpose did thy poisoned body serve? Solitude, unfit to protect even the flowers in the field? Fool, bare thy neck. Wow, Gramps doesn't like Serenity either? Man. You know? I guess. Master, there is no such thing as the Holy Grail. Confuse not fantasism and fantasy and fantasism. No such thing as the Holy Grail. No such thing as the Holy Grail. And he's level 100, everybody. But there's no such thing as the Holy Grail. Angra is pretty terrible until his interlude, which doesn't come until Bond level 10. Which is kind of why if I get him, he's not going to get much focus from me. Before you forget, do I like the MASH picks you posted? I did, Infinity. Those MASH picks were good Civ. The long-haired MASH picture as well, I don't know. I mean, I never really considered her with long hair, and it works on her. Cursed arm, what gain did thou find in grafting a demon's arm onto thy body? Thine own foolishness? Fool, bare thy neck. All of it? Yes, they were... I'm pretty sure I saw all of them, unless you've recently posted some, Infinity. In which case, I haven't seen them because I've been streaming for the past 2.5 hours, but if you haven't posted any recently, then I'm pretty sure I've seen all the MASH pics you posted. Balance is found betwixt master and servant. Thy purpose lay in saving lives, mine in granting death. All is light and shadow, contractor. Thou art a pagan, yet thou hast shown thyself worthy of my trust. Thy spirit most of all, thy heart, untroubled by our adversity, is what is needed. I saw all of it. Sweet. Grandpa likes to discipline his students. And yeah, I did kind of like the long-haired MASH. I mean... Really? Hang on. That's nothing really. I don't think he's got any more lines real quick. Yeah, I don't think he has any more lines, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have anything else until Bond level 5. Kind of like long-haired MASH. Yeah. I mean, long hair does work well on some, and short hair definitely works well for MASH. I mean, she is a cutie with the short hair. The long hair, though, I never really considered it on her, and, you know, she can pull off both. MASH can definitely pull off both. Grandpa likes to discipline his students, whips a leather belt. Why a leather belt to smack them all? Why should be something a whip? I mean, most people have a belt around more often than a whip. Guess you're right. I mean... Are you, though? I mean, you know, I'm not saying I have a whip or anything, but, I don't have a belt. I literally don't have a belt, though. I mean, I had to wear... Back when, I was in grade school and high school, because I went to a Catholic school, because I am a Catholic, but, there was a very strict dress code that included that if you wore pants or shorts, you had to wear a belt. And I hated having to wear a belt. It was so annoying. It was always tight around the waist and all that stuff. And another rule was that you had to have your shirts tucked in at all times. Which, again, was annoying because if you didn't have it tucked in, you got in trouble. You got in trouble if you didn't have it tucked in. And stretching too much could cause your shirt to untuck, and then you have to quickly put your shirt into your pants and look all awkward while doing it, especially if it's in the middle of a hallway or something. Which is why, very sneakily, I devised a way to get around both problems. See, I'm not the tallest person. I'm not super short, however. So, what I did, most of the shirts I got were always a little bit baggy on me. So I would often have to, if I had my shirt fully tucked in, it would be fairly tucked in. But I didn't like that feeling. So what I did was I tucked in my shirt initially every morning. And then rather than put on a belt, I just started slowly untucking my shirt so that it rolled over. It was still slightly tucked in, but it was rolled over enough so that it hid the belt loops of my pants, so nobody was able to tell that I had not been wearing a belt since probably 4th grade. And I got away with it, and nobody figured it out. It was very nice to not have to worry about it. Very nice. Of course, that was pretty much the only rules I broke, because I was very much a goody two-shoes. Very much a goody two-shoes. I never got a detention, never got a demerit, never got a bad conduct point or anything like that. Well, no, I cannot say never with that, because back in, like, 4th grade, I accidentally pushed a kid off of some stairs because where I went to school, there was not, like, a playground or anything for recess. So, because it's a Catholic school and it was right next to a church, our recess took place in the church's parking lot. Now, mind you, nobody really came during school hours, but there was this staircase that led up to the church, and there was one of those weird little circular metal things in it, and he was messing with it, and I was worried that he was gonna pull it off or something, and I was trying to pull his hands off of it, and he let go and fell off the stairs onto the ground and hit his head, and I freaked out, admittedly. When recess was done and we were all called inside, the teacher talked to me, and she was ready to write me 2 demerits until I literally broke out into tears and started crying, after which she said she understood why I did it, don't do it again, but did give me a single demerit. One that never really amounted to anything because I never did it again, but still, it was a mildly traumatizing experience. Yeah, I haven't enabled quick death fade out because, I mean, I kind of like watching them fade out in death. And yes, dress codes are annoying. In high school, if you had a bad teacher, you put chalk dust in his or her water bottle. That's clever. And yes, a church parking lot for recess. You heard me right, Infinity. A church parking lot. It was a big parking lot, mind you. Like, fairly decent sized. Trying to think. Like, because it's a fairly popular church as well. Or at least it was. So, because I lived in, like, an old Hungarian neighborhood, and that's where the church was. So, you know, old Hungarian neighborhood, lots of old people, they go to church. Sure, some of them can walk, but not all of them are able, so they had a pretty decently sized parking lot. And that's where we played for recess. And, that was for the first 5... No, all through grade school, even though I went to 3 different grade schools because my Catholic school system did some weird merger, and I was still part of the same school system, but they become like one unified system. It's a long story, but in all of the schools I went to in grade school, our recess always took place in the school/church parking lot. It was roped off in one of the cases, but the other 2 cases, I do not believe it was roped off, and anybody could have driven in. You can't believe you're still up at 3:30 in the morning, Main Freak? Ooh, you are up late, my friend. You are up quite late. You don't need to be staying up for the stream. I appreciate it, Main Freak. Don't get me wrong, I definitely do appreciate it. But if you need to get some sleep, go ahead and get some sleep, man. Don't need you getting sleep deprivation because of me. I know I do that to myself plenty of times. Oh, I guess I don't have to use Ephemeral Dream. That's good. Let's see if I don't have to use Salter's thing. You also, when you went to Catholic school, only on high school, the German life. Yes, he is definitely strong. And Germany, huh? I do not know any German words to attempt to imitate your language in a very crude manner. Crude? Joking? Weird. I don't know. I just know that some people, when they hear, oh, you're from such and such, well, insert strange phrase in that language that was probably butchered. What did I just say? Nah, I don't do that. I mean, to be fair, yep, I live in Germany, though you're Russian. Ah, Russian. I can do a bad Russian accent, comrade, but not a very good one. Not a very good one, indeed. And I mainly do it just when I'm acting weird, I guess would be the best way to put it. Yeah, when I start acting weird, I just dip a little bit into a Russian accent. I don't know why, though. Probably because it's like one of the one accents that I can attempt to do. You speak a few words in Russian and German that you can't type them. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. Huh. Oh, that's you, Phoenix. Sorry, the colors are, like, so close together from my distance that I didn't see your special little flare in front of it, and I thought it was Main Freak saying that they speak a few words in Russian and German but can't type them. It's like, it's weird that you're Russian and in Germany, but you can't speak it or type it, but okay. But no, that was you, Phoenix, my bad. Just, I don't have the best vision, and your colors are, like, incredibly close to one another from a distance. Speak a few words. It's not a nice word either. You speak all 3 languages fluently. Very nice, Main Freak. I can barely speak English fluently sometimes, I think. When you play online games with ticked off Russians, is that better? How did you do that, actually? Like, legitimate question. How did you change the color of your name? I've probably said it many times, but I am a bit of a noob with Twitch in that kind of aspect. And I kind of want to know how to change the color of my name. So how'd you do it, main freak? How'd you do it? You can't type Russian or German, but you can say both a bit. Good, not fluent, though. Yeah, it's in the options menu? Okay. In Twitch chat, you can change your name color with slash color name. It's the purple gear. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that bit of information. I honestly was unaware of that. To be completely honest, though, I was unaware you could even change your chat color. Yeah, I know, I'm a noob. You just used hot pink? Fair enough. Fair enough. But as far as the languages I know, I guess, English, obviously, because I'm American. But in high school, I took 4 years of Spanish and barely retained any of it. And in college, I took a single semester of sign language, and I retained more of that than I do the Spanish, to be honest. Souls impressed AF? Yes, that I am. That I am impressed AF. Click that purple gear, and then edit appearance in the drop-down. Okay. Okay, that's... Oh. I went a bit too far, I do think. Because I'm no longer on my dashboard. Okay. Oh, I can change the emoticon set, too. Interesting. Interesting. Sign language, you plan to get a mute wife? No. But, sign language was just, because the original degree I was pursuing did require me to take 4 years of a foreign language, and I really didn't want to take Spanish again. And one of my cousins said that sign language, it's very useful. I mean, it's pretty universal, all things considered. So it's like, sure, sign language, I don't have to speak, I just have to memorize some hand signs. And I got really into it, but then I couldn't afford financially to keep going to college at that college. But I talked to my sign language teacher and was allowed to sit in on the second semester of it for free, which was incredibly awesome of her, by the way. But then work got in the way, and I couldn't make it to any of the classes, and it sort of just dropped off, unfortunately. But I've retained a bit, just a little bit of sign language. But a mute wife, I mean, not necessarily just mute, it could also be deaf, Deaf is the main reason for sign language, to be fair. But, I mean, I won't say that a certain visual novel hasn't, opened my eyes to the possibility of such a thing. I would not say no. And I would probably put a lot of effort into learning sign language if I ended up falling for somebody who was deaf and or mute. You're forced to learn Spanish right now in college for your degree, but you don't wanna. What degree you going for, main freak? If you don't mind asking. Yep. Deaf, hearing, mute, speaking, blind, sight. Yep. Ways of communication. Or no, that's not ways of communication, that's the opposites of each of the things. Bleh. Brain fart. I has many. Another word that each one means. Yes. Yes, that is
My brain is not all here right now, as is plainly evident. Plainly evident. If you guys go to Japan, what place do you go to first? Honestly, I have no idea where I would go if I went to Japan. Like, little to no idea. I mean, it'd probably be fairly generic, but maybe a Poke Center, because, you know, I actually like Pokemon quite a bit, so a Pokemon Center would work. There's also... I don't know where they are, but I know you can get, like, FGO Arcade or something that prints out gacha cards or something. I have heard about FGO Arcade, but it's not an American thing, so it's like, do I really need to know much about this? Nah. It's considered a universal college degree over here with a major in business management and English. That sounds fairly impressive, Main Freak. That sounds like a very impressive and hard thing you're gonna do. You have my... You got a lot... You got some respect. Respect. Ooh, bond level 5, Gramps is here. No idea. I would probably just wander around a bit. Main Freak would go to a cinema to get the FGO Event CE. There's an Event CE for attending... Huh. That's interesting. An Event CE for going to a movie. Reminds me of all the old Yu-Gi-Oh movies where... Or Pokemon movies, I guess, where if you went there, you could get a free Pokemon / Yu-Gi-Oh card that is relative to the thing. Excuse me. It's kind of like an in-game GPS thing. Oh, so kind of like Pokemon Go in that respect, then. Interesting. Ooh, that's probably something I would do if I went to Japan, was look around for... No, I don't need Farfetch'd. Never mind. I do not need Farfetch'd. But I would probably go and... So if I went to Japan, I would probably visit a Pokemon Center, because I've always wanted to go to one of them. I would look for somewhere where I can play FGO Arcade, after looking up what exactly that all entails. And, I don't really know what else. I don't really know, what much there is to do in Japan, to be honest. Not too sure of what there is to do. I'm culturally a noob. You probably go to Akiba, spend a lot of money on frigs and such, not what sure that is. And if you're in that cinema, you get a C and E in your mailbox. One of them has an Emiya versus Ku Alter art, so you really want it. Oh, are you talking about the Heaven's Feel CEs, Main Freak? The special print emotional Heaven's Feel CEs that FGO is doing? Because I have seen those images. Ah, figurines. Gotcha. I gotcha. I would probably get some figurines as well. Good point. But I have seen those images, if that's what you're talking about, Main Freak, with, like, yeah, the Ku Alter versus Emiya. I know that Jolter was versus... I don't remember who Jolter was up against, to be honest. But I know that Ku Alter, Jolter, and Dante's all make special appearances in the Heaven's Feel in the new Heaven's Feel CEs. Excuse me, I got some hiccups going on, it seems. But they all have, like, some sort of special appearance for some reason, which is pretty cool. And I guess that Salter uses some special outfit in them, or she's wearing some special outfit in those CEs.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But a lot of people were happy when those CEs were revealed. So, you know. I mean, to be fair, we will likely eventually get them. Maybe not when Heaven's Field Part 2 drops in the USA, though it would be nice if that was the case. But I mean, maybe just 3 CEs, because we got the last Heaven's Field one. If I'm in Japan, definitely go window shopping in Akiba, but it's not recommended to actually purchase things there, since they know it's a tourist zone. They're trying to milk people dry. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense not to shop in the main tourist zone. I mean, I've vacationed enough in Florida to know that tourist zones tend to be a lot more expensive than other parts. Maid cafes and such. Yeah, I've heard of those. I have definitely heard of maid cafes. No lying there. Not really sure if I would go to one. I mean, I would probably go to one for, at the very least, the experience of going to a maid cafe, but I mean, even then... Oh, that was the wrong button to press. But even then... I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, yeah. You would go to one just for the giggles. Maid cafes, that is so old-fashioned. Try the new cat cafes. I have heard of cat cafes as well. They, like, just have cats all over them or something. But... I don't know. Cats are... I had cats, and, you know... I would probably go to a maid cafe just for the experience, though, yeah. Probably for a little bit of giggles, like Phoenix said. Because, I mean, it's a silly concept, but it's also an interesting one at the same time. I don't know. It'd be an experience. Oh, hey, Grouchy. It goes well, actually. I haven't made any further rolls for Gramps. I've got the one Gramps, and that is unfortunately where it will stay. But he is 10-10-10 level 100 with the max foo possibilities, so you know, there is that. I know you were there for some of the stream. I can't remember. Were you there for all the stream last time, Grouchy? Because, something very, very salt-filling happened at the end of towards the end, at the very penultimate roll of the Gramps roll stream. The most massive pile of salt I could ever fathom dumped itself on me. Oh, I'm still mildly salty about that. Still mildly salty. Ah, yeah, the Jack Spook. I mean, yeah. At the very least, I did not get Stheno spooked. That at least happened. The Stheno spook did not happen to me. Like a few people on my Discord predicted where I would get Stheno. Thankfully, that did not happen. The Jack spook, it does suck quite hard, but you know, Jack is a fairly solid servant, all things considered. She's just not the current priority servant because I need to get Waver up there. That and getting Gramps kind of burned through, or rather leveling up, kind of burned through all of my secret assassin gems and I have 0 of those, which would be required. Weren't very happy about the Stenos, but yeah. Honestly speaking, I want at least one more Steno one day. Do you have an NP4 Steno or something, Main Freak? Because if so, that's both impressive and mildly saddening because of how many Steno spooks you've possibly gotten. Yeah. Clearing my throat constantly is not a good idea. Even if it is just fake clearing it. Yeah, how many Stenos do you have, Main Freak? Or rather, what NP level is your Steno? Dun 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 dun. Of course, no golden things. Her charisma is perfect for Coup Alter, and once her rank up hits, her MP level also increases her defense down up to 40%. That is actually pretty useful. A charisma that's perfect for Coup Alter. What is... I imagine her charisma probably has some sort of special component in that case. In fact, I am going to, on my other computer real quick, look up what her charisma does. I'll take her to the wiki. Steno. Steno, 4-star Assassino. Steno's charisma double buffs Divine. Okay. And yeah, Coup Alter is a Divine Servant, I believe. Something like that. Something like that. Okay, yeah, I can see why. I can definitely see why. It also buffs herself as well. Okay. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good as far as support goes. And we didn't get a single golden chest from all this QP. Sadness. I cry every time. Tear running down face. Insert cry. Cry. Looking at Coup Alter, yeah, that design screams divine. Oh, it screams something, alright. It screams something. Yeah, my Steno is NP1, so you want at least one more copy to get that defense down. Oh, okay. I get you, Main Freak. I get ya. Fair is fair is fair. Oh. Fair is as fair is as fair is. Sano's MP sounds pretty good. And getting it at MP2 would definitely help more. Most definitely help more. Okay. More doors. Oh, I'm going a little bit door crazy, I think. Boop, boop, boop. Ugh. Sorry, I gotta shake my head a little bit. I'm a little bit tired, but not as tired as I'm sure Main Freak is. Given that it's probably almost 4 o'clock in the morning for him. Because Main Freak is a beast insofar as staying up late. And I do appreciate it. Ooh. Thank you, Sunastard, for following me. Your follow is greatly appreciated. Alright, and do it like this. Doot, doot, doot.
The MP upgrade she got was great though. Changed the defense down to increase with level. Was a fake stun out before. Okay. Removes buffs, charms males, and has an instant kill chance. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see why you want her at MP2. I was going to just suggest getting Demonic Bodavista on her, but if it depends on her MP level and not her overcharge level, then I can see where you're coming from. Hey, Infinity, what is up? Did I have work in the morning? I do indeed have work in the morning. It's only 10 o'clock for me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning for Main Freak, though. Because he's German. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning for him at this point. But yes, I do have work in the morning. I'm going to go probably until I am out of AP here to run the QP farming, and then I will probably be calling the stream. So I got 2 more runs, and then I'll probably call it. But that's fine. Sounds racist. No, no, no. It's not racist at all. I mean... Oh, that was the wrong servant. Click. Because he's German. Well, he's not actually German, though, Infinity. He lives in Germany, though. Yeah, he lives in Germany is the thing. And I mean, it's a very small part of my history, but I am apparently a little bit German after all, so you know. Demonic Bodavista on Arash is fun, and Solomon, you manage 1 million damage with Arash thanks to it. Jeez Louise. That is quite the number, man. I mean, my Arash is putting out against these guys, because overkill doesn't really matter. My Arash is only putting out 80,000. I mean, granted, he's only MP level 1 here, but how the heck are you getting your Arash to such big numbers? Kinda wanna know. Kinda thinking. Can I find out myself? Skilled is a 20, Demonic Bodavista is a default 30. 20... 20... Mash is 20 as well. Okay, yeah, I can find out. I'm gonna see how much Demonic Bodavista on my Arash does for the final node here, for the final wave here, just because, should be interesting. You wish you recorded the voice line. What voice line? And actually, I've been meaning to ask everybody, what are some good servants to use Demonic Bodavista on? Because, I mean, I've been, like, individually going through my servants to kind of see, like, oh, maybe if I'm up against dragons, putting Demonic Bodavista on Siegfried would be really good. Or maybe, like, I can put it on Tamamo if I'm up against a single male archer enemy and just, like, completely wreck face or something like that. But, I mean, like, I don't really know. I don't know. You're saying main because he's German? Ah. Okay, I get you, Infinity, I get you. Well, you ran double Merlin, Shakespeare, MP5 with Interlude, Combat Suit Up, Boda CD, and Bon... Okay. Okay, you had a lot more going for your Arash than just Demonic Bodavista, Main Freak. You had a whole lot more going for him than I do. But I still kind of want to see how much it's going to do. Still want to see with my own 2 eyes just what we have inside us. You built a thermonuke? Oh yeah, you pretty much built a thermonuclear mass destruction god slayer there.
And you use it against Solomon. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm gonna sound like a noob for saying this, but what exactly does Shakespeare do that's so good? Because I've heard plenty of people say that he is another one of those, like, great budget support units, but I can't, like, I haven't heard anybody say why, really, and I'm a little bit lazy for looking it up as well. It's just like, do I want to look this up, or do I want to find out myself, or do I want somebody to tell me? I want somebody to tell me. Best servants for Bodhi CEs are the ones whose debuffs buffs activate before dealing damage. For example, Ishtar, Ereshkigal, and Kidu, actually Hans, work with it. Basically makes his NP 2 times as strong for one shot. Okay. So then, putting it on Kentoki Rider would not be too bad, actually. Since Kentoki Rider's quick buff procs before his MP actually does anything. Okay, that's good to know. Phoenix, you don't like Shakespeare? Why is that? And Shakespeare and Mozart have 50% card buff type built in for the whole team for one turn. Mozart and they're both arts. I'm guessing you probably mistyped there, Main Freak. Kentucky Rider is great with it. Cool. I will be checking that out. Caster support though. Phoenix. Do you use Medea? Trying to keep an eye on things for you real quick. Okay, do I have the capabilities? I can turn one Arash. Comes in 20, 20, you're good, and then you have your own 20% boost. Then we swap Waver for Mash, who has another 20% boost. That should be fine. This should be fine. No, Mozart gives 50... Okay, so Shakespeare gives... Okay, because you typed up earlier, Main Freak, that they both did arts for some reason. I thought you might have mistyped or something. Do you use Medea? You saw support with Medea in it? Okay. Let's see how big of a boom Arash does here. Because I am curious. See if it's a noticeable increase at NP 300%. It's weaker? Why was that weaker than with K-Scope? That's weird. Huh. That was weaker than the K-Scope one. Strange. Very, very strange. That's Fuzz. Alright, Mash. Come on out. I didn't deal more because they... okay. Arash's NP hits twice, I'm guessing, then? I'm guessing Arash's NP hits twice, at least, then. Okay. I gotcha, Main Freak. Thank you. I was wondering, wait, why did it do as much damage? His damage works like, first a wave of damage, then a wave of overcharge damage. Gotcha. I gotcha, Main Freak. Thank you for that. So then, probably don't need to put Demonic Bodavista on Arash for farming QP purposes. Good to know. Very, very good to know. And we'll go ahead and smack these doors with this in the face. Insert meme. Did I miss something where we're inserting memes? or Maymays, as some people call them. It's a silly CE, though. I mean, yeah, it does seem a little bit silly, but it also seems pretty potent as well. I can imagine it's probably used in a lot of those, like, one-turn comps or stuff like that. And while I have while I am out of CE, I am going to be checking out if Gramps has any new lines for hitting Bond level 5. Nope. 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 Good journey, good memories. Good. Very good. My end. Once this fight hath ended, my wish is for oblivion. My contractor. Gramps. Why? Why do you want oblivion, Gramps? Tell me. Why does he want oblivion? Could the rumors about who he actually is be true? I mean, it would make sense in that case, but... You still love Alter Santa's voice lines. Yeah, they're pretty funny. You may roll for Passion Lip. That's another one of those Sakura 5 or whatever. Be not idle. No such thing as the Holy Grail, merely a wraith in the dark. Haunted personas, cursed arm. No such thing as Holy Grail, balance. What do I like? Heads. Be not idle. What do I hate? Serenity. Good journey, good memories. Okay, I don't think he has any more voice lines, but I'm going to really quickly go to my Spirit Origin list and check. I want her with that Breast Valley EX skill. Not a joke. Okay. That's an interesting skill. I'm wondering if it'll make it past the censors / translators. Maybe he's trying to imply that he doesn't want the journey to end. That is a nice thought, that Gramps does not want our journey to end. It's a nice thought that I will hold on to. But, not that, but these. Incapacitated, victory, level up, ascension. Actually, do these give captions? They do. I wasn't able to actually read. I didn't understand them because there wasn't any captions. So first ascension, a tower of corpses looming ever taller. Second one, I am yet in the season of my growth. Death smothers even the greenest of fields. Master, here hath my life bathed in the light of salvation. And then the different Bond lines, just because I do want to find out. Wow. All that emotion in getting Bond level 1 with Gramps. Can you feel the emotion there, everybody? Bond level 2, man. The sheer emotion behind these Bond things, man. The fruit of long eons, even beneath the light, my heart remains unperturbed. 4. Oh no, we've already seen 4. And 5. Okay, so that's it. Yes, those moans. You don't like going with me? Those were just the lower Bond levels. He's enjoyed me as time goes. Anything else from the conversations that I just haven't seen? Cursed Arm, 100 Personas, Serenity, likes, dislikes about the Holy Grail. 2 unknown ones. I'm guessing one of them is probably my birthday, which is not for a while, and the summon one we've already seen. Would normally say that's but not okay to say those things about Gramps. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Okay.
So, unlock, question mark, question. What is this last thing? Is that from his final bond CE? Actually, I'm going to really quickly check here. Does everybody have one of those? No, not everybody has one of those. What is that last thing on his profile, then? Huh. Oh, one is during events. Okay, thank you, Main Freak. I wasn't sure. Wonder what that last thing again, what it takes to unlock is. I suppose that will remain a mystery for now. You think the last Bond dialogue is for interludes? I don't... Does he have an interlude? If so, I look forward to it. But I've dilly-dallied long enough. I've gone 15 minutes past my intended end time. So I do think that now is the time to unfortunately end this live stream. We've got Gramps all the way up to level 100, 10, 10, 10, max Fode. Now, I need to start working on getting stuff together for Waiver. Because I still need... if I go to my item list, I can get a good idea. I need 10 more secret gems of a caster, and I think 30 more hearts of the foreign god, in addition to QP and embers, before I can get Waiver up to 10, 10, 10, level 90. Because I'm not level 100 Waiver. Not at all. Not for a while yet. So, I'm going to call this stream here. Thank you all so much for coming out. It has been a pleasure to talk to you all. If you want to keep up the chatting, go ahead and join my Discord. The link should be just here on the screen, around here. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining in. If you want to check out more videos by me, including this VOD, go to my YouTube channel on Solar Dragon, same name, same games, or you can check out my archive here on Twitch. Thanks all for coming out. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.